So how do you get more SP and what determines SP gain? So SP is used for unlocking passives that you get from bond rings, or not bond rings, emblem rings, and you get it from dealing damage to enemies, defeating enemies, and using staff abilities such as warp or heal. I don't know for certain if certain utility abilities, like for example, Bonded Shield, get you SP. I know for a fact using Bonded Shield, especially when it triggers, grants the user experience. So it's possible that gets you SP, but essentially the more combat and the more healing and the more killing a unit does, the more SP it gets. So if you're trying to get a unit to 1000 SP or 2000 SP, which are typically breakpoints for where you get crazy abilities, you will want that unit to be killing a lot of things, dealing a lot of damage, and healing a lot, or even just using utility stabs. It might be the case that you can spam obstruct and get tons of SP. It needs tested, but it might be the case. So that being said, obstruct might low-key be one of the best ways to farm SP, because on most maps, especially when there's a delay between you attacking the boss and finishing the map, like if the enemy just sits there and you have infinite turns, there might be 99 turn limit. I haven't tested it, but if there is, you can do this for as many turns as you have obstructs. You can just keep spamming obstruct, and that might be a way to generate SP. Now it costs you 500 gold per per obstruct. But if you run Anna and you get her high luck, you might be able to offset those costs. But basically, you get SP from combat and killing things and using, stabs. Now, some units do come with a lot of SP. So, for example, Sadal comes with I think 1200 or 1500, and a lot of the higher level units, like Saphir, you get her near the end of the game. I think she came with 1500 or 1800 SP. So some units you just get them with a lot of SP, but other units you have to kind of grind up. But yeah, that's pretty much how you get SP. It's just from combat and killing things. So if you want to focus on a unit, and this might be part of min-maxing for early game, it might be the case that you want to maximize SP gains on a few key units that you plan on using in the end game, like Alear or Chloe, for example, or Luis, and you just dive, you just have them keep killing things, last hitting, getting as much combat experience as possible. There might be ways to exploit this. For example, if you get an enemy on a fort and you just keep hitting it and then keep healing, and if you could box it in, you might be able to just farm SP. So that might be a thing as well. Now, depending on the map, some maps that'd be easier to achieve than others, but that very well could be a tactic. Or even just letting a unit get hit a few turns in a row and just keep healing it. Now, it's going to cost you money, though, so that's one of the downsides. But, yeah. And if you're getting hit without counterattacking, I don't know that you get SP without counterattacking. A lot of these things need tested. It's still early on. The game's only been out for a little bit, 8 days, so it's still pretty early. But yeah, SP is a really useful resource, and if you can get Canter early on units, that would be the use case of farming SP, getting Canter early. Getting Canter early would make the mid game much easier, and it should be possible to hit 1000 SP before chapter 10. So that's that's not really a spoiler, but there's a reason why that's useful. So that's it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you found this useful, and feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. But yeah, that's it for this one. Peace.